Everybody stop what you're doing, please.
When it comes to remodeling and renovating your home, there is no better show on your radio. This is Around the House with Eric G.
Where's the hammer?
From your back fence to the sidewalk, Eric will tell you how to keep it all in tip-top shape while helping you save a buck while doing it. If you like DIY projects, it takes a lot of practice to get good at it, and Eric is here to guide the way.
Is it on the, go up on the other floor. Somebody go up there and stop the hammering.
All that and more on the fastest 2 hours of home improvement radio.
These are the wrong plans. These are the old plans. Oh.
Welcome to
Stop it!
Around the House with Eric G.
Welcome to Around the House with Eric G. This is the Pro Insider. This is where we talk to the trades. All of you working in the residential construction industry. Maybe you're building new homes, maybe you're a designer, maybe you're in the business-to-business side or even retail. This show is for you. This happens every single Thursday right here on my network. This is going to be a fun one today because we're going to get a little real here. So I wanted to have some fun and talk about stuff that's going on and stuff that helps you build your career. So today's topic is surrounding you with people that push you in the right direction. Now, here's what I mean by that. You know, if you're trying to build your career and you want to grow it into great things, you have dreams and aspirations, and you surround yourself with people that are like, hey, be cool where you're at. This is awesome. You're happy. Don't move. It's going to be really hard to get anywhere. It is. It's going to be tough because not only are you going to have to fight your own fears, you're going to have to fight theirs as well. And that's a lot to put on you, especially if you've got dreams and aspirations to be better, to be bigger, to whatever that is. That can be as much of a boat anchor as your own mind. And a great example, I've got people around that push me really hard. I've got my manager, really, for my speaking stuff, and, you know, great friend Cheryl Lewis from Cheryl Lewis and Associates. She pushes me. There's times that she'll go, yeah, that's not good enough. And, you know, I appreciate that because I like to get pushed within reason. And I like to be better. So it's really good when you surround yourself with people. I mean, you know, she's been spending the last, 20 years putting together industry events all around for the building and construction industry. And she's the one that sets me up and manages my speaking schedule, goes to all those meetings that I just would love to get to but can't. And so she's the one that carries that torch for me. But at the same time, she's the one that pushes me hard as well. Like, no, you can do it, knock it out. And she's right. And it's fun that she's right because she can push me to do better and better. And it's one of those things that I really appreciate. You all need to have some people in your life like that to really get you to be better. Because here's the thing. You can be great at what you do, but there's always going to be stuff that that'll up your game. You know, that's why you see, you know, the star quarterbacks out there in the NFL. Why are they always practicing? They're trying to get better. They're always trying to get better. And that work ethic gets you to being better. Now, we all have our challenges. You know, I mean, if you would have seen the challenges that I've had, some of my friends have seen along the way, I've had some rough goes at things. And it's those people around me that help me push. I push myself hard, sometimes too hard myself. And that's where Julie, my wife, comes in for some balance of that, of you need to take a weekend off and recharge, because I'll push myself harder than I should. And so having that balance is good. You know, and this summer is I've got some projects I got to wrap up here this spring and some commitments. But this summer is going to be a lot more R&R than I've had than the last probably 2 years, because I really need to, keep my head clear, keep things dialed in, and have that balance. And there's going to be a little bit more time at the lake for me this summer, and some relaxation, and it's going to be healthier for me all around, and that's a good thing. But finding that balance is key, and having those people that are there to help you with that is part of it. I've had people in the past that have, had issues with maybe the way I'm doing something, and because they're on my team, they just, cool, good, and don't speak up. And in any organization, I want to make sure you have people that are like on the Titanic that yell iceberg and what side of the ship. You need those people in your life. And the more of those people that you can put in there that are constructive, the better off you are. Now, if you've got employees or people that are around you that are that toxic one, the one that's dragging the machine down, the one that's just driving you into negativity, get that out of there too. Make that go, because that's as dangerous as well. But really, taking that time and putting those people on your team, in your life, is going to be the road to better success. And listen to those people. Many times, you can be going down the wrong path and you got everybody agreeing with you, and you're well outside of your skill set. And maybe that's not the right path. So pay attention, refine your game, get it going really well, get it working really good, and just dial it in a little bit. And that's the fun part of getting it dialed in. Once you get it working, you're having fun. So just today's tip on our Pro Insider is just making sure that you have those people around that are positive, that push you to greater things. And for 2021, we're going to need some of that. There are days that it's hard. It's like, man, here we go again. It's like Groundhog Day this week. They're like, Groundhog Day. Well, yeah, of course. Some days are like that movie. Same alarm. Walk into your home office. You don't see people for days. I get it. It's tough out there. And then for all you builders, we've touched on it before in the last ones here, but, be watching your numbers right now. Here's another second subject that I just want to make sure that we're touching on. Watch your numbers right now. These lumber prices right now are going to burn you if you're not 100% on top of it. So before you sign contracts right now, I hope all of you contractors out there are reviewing all of those different contracts and making sure your lumber building material prices are right, because they just popped up again. And if you took some time off and you were doing some other stuff and you weren't paying attention that 7/16 OSB is $32 a sheet out there and you thought it was 22, I do not want to see you eating that money if you've got a fixed price bid with a client. So stay on top of that stuff. Lead times are no better. And I think as we get going here, I think lead times are going to get a little worse, not better for a little bit. Because this is the time of year in the construction industry that we see new products coming out and people are spending energy retooling. I heard an interesting phrase the other day in an interview with Elon Musk, and somebody said, it's hard to change a tire at 80 miles an hour. And I'm like, oh, there's a good line right there. So just think about that. Make sure that you're doing well. Make sure that you are putting out, you've got that positivity in your team that pushes you. And then again, just watch your backside right now in the books, because these are the times that take a lot of contractors down, because they're so worried about keeping a client happy. They're not paying attention that lumber prices just went up 20% again. And they didn't have that kind of margin in the project to begin with. All righty, coming up this weekend on Around the House with Eric G, a couple days away, we have got My top 10 reasons you got to be careful when dealing with a house flipper. And yes, I am going to call a YouTuber house flipper on the carpet by name. I'll even tell you where to find the video. And if you want to see bad construction, this is where you'd find it. So love all the good house flippers out there. There's some great ones that do beautiful work. I'm trying to take down, or at least call out the ones that are absolutely hacks, because I don't have patience for that. And I want to protect homeowners that are out there that might not catch that they just bought a house that literally could fall down around them. And then we're going to talk about cleaning up mold, converting that attic space into usable storage, and a little bit of septic tank talk as well. All that and more coming up on Around the House with Eric G on Saturday on the Sun Broadcast Group, nationally on the radio, or right here where you catch the podcast. Thanks for listening to Around the House.
Around the House with Eric G is produced by, designed by Eric G, in association with Salem Media, and distributed nationally by the Sun Broadcast Group. All rights reserved. Copyright designed by Eric G. We will be back next week. If you missed part of the show, check out the podcast of all of our shows at AroundTheHouseOnline.com. Remember, measure with a micrometer, mark with caulk, and cut with an axe. Thanks for listening to Around the House.